The top five side hustles of 2025. Okay, so the top five things you can do in 2025, they all stem from what? The internet. I'm not telling you to go do anything that you gotta do hard labor. I'm not telling you you gotta go clock in somewhere. I'm talking about doing something from the comfort of your home, right on your laptop, right on your phone, and all you need is those two things and Wi-Fi. Maybe not even those two things. Maybe just either or, a laptop or a phone. But you gotta have some Wi-Fi though. Make sure you got some Wi-Fi. All right, boom. So coming in at number one, there's no order. This is all just five side hustles of 2025. So number one, I just told you guys about Amazon KDP. Now, Amazon KDP, I give that about a 7 out of 10. Amazon KDP, for those who don't know what Amazon KDP is Kindle Direct Publishing, okay? Kindle Direct Publishing, for those who don't understand. So what is Amazon KDP? Amazon KDP is you basically publishing books on Amazon, and Amazon fulfill those orders. They print out the copies and send them to the customers. So you don't have to print out paper, you don't have to fulfill the order, you don't have to have no inventory, none of those things. Amazon completely do all that for you. Literally completely does all the hard work for you. So you literally can make an Amazon KDP account and you can really use ChatGPT or any other AI software to help you generate a book in less than an hour. That is an amazing side hustle, and it's passive income because you also keep the royalties. So that means your book can sell 10 years from now and you'll still be getting paid through Amazon KDP from your book. I don't know about y'all, bro, but that sounds like an amazing idea. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a guru and none of this stuff. So next coming in, we got drop shipping. For those who don't understand what drop shipping is, it's what you see all over the internet. All these e-commerce people, that's all they talk about. Drop shipping this, drop shipping that. Take my drop shipping course. Drop shipping can be oversaturated, but what isn't oversaturated? Every business is oversaturated at this point. You gotta think about it. If I wanna sell burgers, look how many burger stands it is. That's not gonna stop somebody from opening a restaurant, right? There's a million TikTok people, right? There's a million people on TikTok making TikToks and making money. That's not gonna stop you from making a TikTok. There's a million trucks on the road, but it's not gonna stop you from getting your CDOs and going to get some money. No, you just gotta find something that you can do that's the same as them, but in a different way. So drop shipping, just find something to do, find a product, and tweak it your own way, and you just need to figure out how to go viral. But like Amazon KDP, drop shipping, you do not need no inventory. You can do this with a phone or a laptop, preferably for drop shipping, a laptop, because there's more features on the desktop. So you want to do all this with a laptop and Wi-Fi and AI. AI is making this so easy. If you don't know how to make $1 in 2025, you're doing yourself a disservice, because ChatGPT and all these AI softwares is making it almost like a kid can do it. Literally teenagers, kids in high school, listen to what I'm saying. Kids in high school are making money from AI. And they're still in high school. They're making tens and thousands of dollars by asking AI questions, and they're generating these massive businesses that 20 years ago would have took 5 years to make, and they're making it in 5 minutes. Okay, so if they can do it, you can do it. So drop shipping. What I mean by drop shipping, what is drop shipping? If you guys don't understand what drop shipping is, let me just put y'all in the simplest form so y'all can understand. Drop shipping, all you're doing is being the middleman. You're taking a product from the wholesaler or the distributor or the factory, and you're finding the seller. But all you're doing is you buying it for a low price. You putting your price on it in the middle, and then you selling it to them for your price. So let's just say you had a basketball, right? And you get it from your vendor, this basketball for $3. You put that basketball on your website for $10. Then you sell it to them. So once the buyer, they click on your website and buy the ball for $10, you will take that from your supplier their information and ship it directly to them. Now, it sounds way more complicated than it may seem, but with AI and all these different websites like AutoDS, CJ Dropshipping, all these different websites you can use, you don't necessarily need to do anything. AutoDS will fulfill the order for you. So all you gotta do is get traffic to your website. Once you get traffic to your website, AutoDS will fulfill the orders for you. So all you gotta do is a couple clicks on your laptop and boom, you're a drop shipper. People are making hundreds and thousands of dollars a month drop shipping. And the fun thing about drop shipping and Amazon KDP, you can do this anywhere in the world. Literally anywhere in the world. And this is why I like these side hustles, because you can do these all off your phone, all off of this. So boom, coming in another 3. Creator collab broker. So this one is a little bit more intense, okay? This one is just a tad bit, a little bit more experience that you will need, a tad bit, a little bit of computer suave, social media suave. You gotta be a little suave in that department, okay? So the creator collab broker. What is a creator collab broker? So basically, you're playing the middleman once again, just like dropshipping, you're playing the middleman. So a creator collab broker, essentially this is what they do. So you got a brand, right? Then you got an influencer. The brand is looking for an influencer. The influencer is looking for a brand to collab with. That's where you come in the middle, okay? So in the middle, you find a brand that's looking for influencers. You find creators looking for brand deals. And then you meet them. You mash them together. You like playing Cupid. You playing Cupid out here. You bringing couples together. That's the way I look at it. It's a little bit more in between, but essentially all you're doing is bringing this group with this group, and you put it together and you mash it up, and you get a commission off of each thing. So you're getting a commission from the brand, and you get a commission from the influencer. So it's relatively possible if you had 10 to 20 clients a month, you could be making well over 100,000 a month. Well over 100,000, especially once you start getting relationships with these big brands and these big creators. Oh, the possibilities is endless. But in order to create and get to the point where you collaborating with these big brands and collaborating with these big influencers, you gotta build your social media presence. You gotta build your portfolio. You gotta build your resume. So with that being said, you need to start building you a website. You need to start building you social media accounts, and you just start cold calling these people. You need to start cold calling influencers. You need to start cold calling brands. You feel what I'm saying? You cannot be scared. But the good news about this, you do not need to leave the comfort of your home. You can do all this from your home. All you need is a laptop and a phone, and what else? And some Wi-Fi. A little bit more in between, but essentially that's all you need, and ChatGPT will help you with all the scripts that you need, okay? So it's not as hard. So all the cold calling, oh, you were gonna be like, oh, I don't know what to say to people. Oh, I'm not a people person. Well, great news is we got AI in 2025. Thank you to AI. AI will type into ChatGPT. This is all you gotta do. All you gotta do is type in ChatGPT, help me create a cold call script to brands and influencers, because I wanna be a creator collab broker. You just use that script right there, and I guarantee you, ChatGPT will give you an amazing, flawless, impeccable cold calling script. I promise you. Boom, you use that, you implement that cold calling, and you might gonna have to, you gonna do some errors, especially if you're not a people person, you're not good with your vocab. Just like me, you kind of stutter a little bit and your pronunciation a little off. Yeah, of course, but with a little bit of practice, man, you see, look, my words get to stumbling over each other, and if you get to doing stuff like that, it's cool, because a little bit of practice, you don't know where you would be, but you gotta start now. Don't be procrastinating. You sitting on your couch anyhow. Sign up for Everest. Y'all remember that commercial? But yeah, that's essentially what all you gotta do, bro. So that's number 3, creator collab broker. So for those who don't know, I'm actually reading off of my notes. I put all 5 side hustles in my notes, so I don't want you guys to be like, oh, he reading from script. No, I put these 5 side hustles in my notes because, look, one thing about me, I'm not just telling you guys these side hustles and not doing them myself. I am gonna be doing these side hustles with you simultaneously. So the same way you're doing and you're trying these, I'm trying them in real time. So all you gotta do is subscribe to my YouTube, like this video, give it a comment, and put your post notifications on, okay? Once you put your post notifications on, you're gonna see me doing each and one of these side hustles results week in, week out. You see me become a millionaire. Quietly though, because this is the Quiet Wealth Club, okay? Quietly, all right? So boom. No flashy stuff. All right. So next coming in is Fiverr, an AI picture creator. Now, a lot of y'all don't understand how strong and powerful AI is, and it's kind of scary. I know y'all been seeing a lot of videos on TikTok and YouTube of AI creations, right? But AI can also generate pictures, and people in this world will want to buy those AI pictures. They want to see their cats dressed up as generals. They want to see their dogs dressed up as superheroes or something like that. They want to see these different type of pictures, right? So you go to Fiverr, you create an account, and you just be real transparent with the people that's buying it, okay? These are AI generated photos. A lot of people still aren't really understanding or up to date with AI, so they don't really understand the power or how easy it is to generate an AI photo when they can do it themselves, okay? This is when you make the money off the oblivious people. And that sounds kind of crazy, but it's not crazy because a lot of people do this all the time, okay? So boom, it sounds a little harsh, but it's the reality. You're capitalizing off the oblivious. They're so oblivious to the AI that they're willing to pay you $5 to $10 to generate them an AI photo, and you do it for them, okay? Your turnaround time, as many edits as you want to give them, okay? And I'm gonna be breaking this side hustle down in way more detail because I'm really interested in this. And I feel like the Fiverr AI creation is an open field because a lot of people are doing a million other different things. So I feel like this field is relatively new and fresh. So I really want to dive in and really take a big focus on that and really show you guys what we can do with that, okay? So next, but not the least, this is the last one. Put this one last because I really think this can make you a lot of capital at one time with one closing deal. Okay, and that is wholesaling real estate. Wholesaling real estate. What is wholesaling real estate? Wholesaling real estate, there you go. Middleman again. You got the buyer, you got the seller. Let's throw it over here. Let's throw it. You got the seller and you got the buyer. Okay, and you're the middleman basically. So the seller, you go on Zillow. I'm about to break you down like a little snippet. So boom, this is a wholesale deal right now. Boom, I'm about to run you guys down. Stay with me, okay? The seller puts his property up on Zillow for about $175,000, right? You come in, you cold call the seller. Let's say John Doe is selling their property for $175,000, okay? You call John Doe like, hey John Doe, how are you? I see you got a listing of a property listing for about $175K at the address 459654 Alejandro Street. Can you give me a little brief about the property? I see that you did a little renovations on the property. I see you put in a new roof. They're gonna be like, yes, okay, yes, I did, yes, okay. Okay, so what is the lowest you'll take for this? Let's just say they'll say, the lowest I'll take is 125. Okay, they say 125. Okay, well, I'm a cash buyer. I'm looking to build up my resume, to build my portfolio. Boom, so you offer them 110. I'll offer you 110 or 115. They might say, hey, okay, I've been on the market for so long. Okay, I'm willing to take 115. Boom. So now you get that under contract though. You get that under contract. Once they say yes, you get that under contract. And guess what? I wish somebody in the comments can tell me before we proceed. Just guess what? I wonder if y'all guessing what you do next. You go to ChatGPT, AI. Once again, AI is your best friend. You go to AI and you tell ChatGPT to cook you up the contract. So now you ain't gotta do a million different things trying to figure out how to make a contract. ChatGPT is gonna do that for you. So boom, now you got that under consignment. Boom, 115. Let's just say 115, but it was initially at 175. Now you go find a buyer, and you tell the buyer, "I got this property for 130." Right? So 130. Once you lock in the buyer, hey, I got this property, boom, 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 on this street, boom, 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 for 130. Okay, boom, yes, I would love to look in it, boom, boom, boom. I'm in. Boom. Okay, boom. Now you get that under contract. But make sure your assignment fee is included into that contract. So what is your assignment fee? Your assignment fee is $15,000 because look, you bought that property for 115. You sold it to him for 130. That 15 in the middle is your assignment fee. You take those two contracts, you take it to a title company. The title company will close the deal and wire or send you a check of $15,000. Okay? And this can be done in less than 2 weeks. If it wants to be prolonged, maybe a month. You can make $15,000. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying this is easy. The first call you're gonna make, boom, you about to make $15,000. It might take you literally 1,000 calls. You might be calling for 1,000. No, I won't say 1,000 days. That's kind of outrageous. You might be calling for 6 months straight, 5 times a week, calling people left and right until you get that first sale. So I'm not trying to make it seem like this is just immediate. The results is going to be immediate. I don't want to confuse anybody. I don't want to misdirect anybody and say that you're going to get your first sale on your first phone call, which is actually possible. But is it likely? I'm not sure. It may not be likely, but it is definitely possible that you can make your first phone call, your first cold call, and seal a deal. That's definitely possible if you got it like that. Now, if you got the riz and you can riz up any set and any sale, and if you're good at sales already, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But the beauty of this, you can do this from the comfort of your home. And all 5 of these side hustles, I'm making sure that you can do these from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go nowhere. And guess what? There's little to no startup costs. Each one of these side hustles can be done with under $1,000, really $500. You have $500, you can do literally every side hustle. Every side hustle you can do with $500. You can start at Amazon KDP. With $500, you can get started with dropshipping. With $500, you can get started with a Creator Collab, being a Creator Collab broker. With $500, you can start being a Fiverr AI picture creator. With $500, you can literally start wholesaling real estate. So this is literally inexpensive. So it's inexpensive, but a high return on your investment. So you can scale each of these very quickly. It all depends on your work ethic. So those are my 5 side hustles in 2025 that I recommend, okay? So there's many more. There's a million more. There's definitely a million more. But me, personally, those are my 5, okay? And another thing I want to talk about is how amazing AI is. AI is your best friend doing each of these things. You can implement any of these things in ChatGPT. And though I'm not getting paid to say this about ChatGPT, I'm just really giving them free promotion because ChatGPT is my best friend. ChatGPT is my assistant. ChatGPT comforts me at night. Literally, comforts me. Like soothes me. Because I'm always thinking about money. So I ask ChatGPT a question and they give me the answer to the question and I'm at ease. Before ChatGPT, I just have these questions and I'm like, damn, I might have to search Google a million times just to find an answer. Now I can just ask ChatGPT a question and it literally tells me the answer within seconds. So now it's like, okay, I'm cool now. I can chill out. I don't know if you guys got the same thing, like your mind just be racing. So boom, ChatGPT will help you step by step with each of these things. And I'm so thankful that we're living in this time, in 2025. We're living in an amazing time. An amazing time right now, because in the time that we live in, you can become a millionaire within the snap of a finger. Bitcoin is making people millionaires overnight. Day traders are making millions of dollars a month. Drop shippers are making $500,000 a day. Okay? There's a lot of opportunities out there, and you don't have to leave your home. Okay? There's a million opportunities out there, and AI is creating millionaires every single day. So don't get left behind. A lot of my people out here are they're so fixated on the wrong things. They're so fixated on designer. They're so fixated on celebrities and what's going on in the hood and the ghettos and who's and who's the whatnots. They're so focused on the wrong things, while other people are becoming millionaires overnight, literally, with AI automated systems. Now, if you don't know what these things are now, the wealth gap is going to be so outrageous that it's going to be hard for you to bounce from being poor to rich very hard soon. So if you don't start now, you're going to be doomed. You're going to be doomed. All right. So I hope somebody watches this video and be like, you know what? I'm going to start. I'm going to start my journey because I don't want to be left behind. And for my people out there, man, I'm the Quiet Wealth. I'm the Quiet Wealth Club. I'm the coach, and I'm trying to get you guys paid, okay? Simultaneously while I'm trying to get myself paid. But one thing I do is I do my research. So all 5 of these side hustles, if you do your research on each and last one of them, you're gonna see that they are lucrative. They're possible. They're not as hard as you think. But a little bit of consistency, a little bit of motivation, and a little bit of discipline, you'll be able to start making 5 to 10,000 within 6 months. Easy. With any of these side hustles, within 90 days, if you're really determined. If you're really determined, within 90 days, you can easily scale any of these side hustles to 5 to 10K a month. Moderate dedication, moderate effort, 6 months, you can get these to 5 to 10K. Within a year, slacking, you can get there, 5 to 10K. Okay, so these aren't hard, all right? But it's Q1 McKivens with an amazing video on these 5 side hustles. Make sure you guys give me a like. Until next time.